All right, man. What's good, YouTube? We're back. We're back with the latest episode, the latest update on the 10K challenge. This is the account. This is the account. Now, if you tune into the last episode, for those of you that are new, I started this account the end of December with $500. I started this account at the end of December 2024 with $500. And the whole part of me starting this was to take, you know, new investors, people who are new to investing, on the journey so that they can see the ups and downs, what it would take, how long it would take, give them realistic expectations of what it would be like to grow an account, from little, up to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000. So this is a 10K challenge, but it's gonna get much bigger than that. It's gonna get much bigger than that. Now, the short term goal is 10K, midterm goal is 50, long term goal 100K. So let's get into it. Last week, I showed you guys the account. I did the last episode of this on what day was this? Okay, it had to be the 17th. 17th, the market closed last Friday. This is what the account was at when I showed you the last episode. $2,883.79. Now I told you guys in that episode that I was pretty sure, I was positive that we were gonna crack that $3,000 threshold this week. And we did. We had a big week. Now, what are some things that caused that to happen? Well, I told you guys the last time that I was going to be adding SoFi to this account, and I did that. I added SoFi to this account. I added 20 shares to this account. I added some more AMD, to this account. And, SoFi had a big week. SoFi had a really, really big week. SoFi has earnings on January 27th. SoFi has been going crazy. We've had things like SAB 121, which took place. If you didn't know it, if you don't know about that, go look it up. That's very interesting, and that'll open up, I believe, more growth opportunities for SoFi so they can get back into the crypto space. You know, and I think, man, I'm excited about SoFi. I'm excited about SoFi. I told you guys about SoFi a couple of weeks ago. When I initially started adding it to this portfolio and another portfolio that I have in a much larger quantity. But I'm excited about SoFi. I'm excited about SoFi, man. I've been in the money. I've been in the money with SoFi since I got in it. And I'm thinking SoFi maybe could possibly go at least $20 after earnings. It's either gonna go to $20 or back down to 15. That's what I'm thinking. Either up to $20 following earnings or back down to 15. Now, the last time they had earnings, we seen SoFi's price drop. So we'll see what happens. Again, that's January 27th. Um, like I told you guys before, if you want to follow earnings, go download the Qatar app, QUARTR. Download that app, follow your companies, and keep track with those earnings calls. You'll get your reports, everything in that one app. But this is what it's looking like. So we had all this growth from last Friday's close to this Friday's close. To this Friday's close. Now you see it says 3,398. We were actually higher than this morning, but we lost some gains today. You see, we lost a little over 2% today, $72.66. Come with the game, ain't nothing. Come with the game, ain't nothing, man. We're still growing. If you scroll down here, this is what I like to see, that performance. We are outperforming the S&P 500 year to date. In this account, we're outperforming the Dow Jones Industrial. And that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. The account is doing good. The account is doing well. And, this is just showing some of my top and bottom movers. We lost, 20 cents today in SCHD. That's nothing. AMD, we lost $1.01 so far. It was a red day. It was a red day. It ain't nothing. The point is the account is still going up. I believe in the companies that I'm invested in. If you've heard, about Project Stargate, I did a video about that yesterday. Go check that out. Go check that out. I believe Nvidia and AMD in this account are definitely going to see returns from that. Definitely Nvidia, and I believe that AMD will also get some residual from that. So I expect big things. I expect big things from this portfolio in 2025. Again, man, get with your boy in the comments. I ain't been hearing nothing. I ain't been hearing nothing. Also, go follow me on Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter at investingotc, at investingotc on Twitter. I'm real busy over there. I'm starting to get active on Twitter. I'm starting to build up some community, get into some different things over there on Twitter or X, but I like X. I like X, man. X is great. It's phenomenal. And I've been getting a lot of resources, a lot of information, running into it, having conversations with a lot of great people. But this is what it is. This is where we are today. Next week, we'll see what happens. Next week, we'll see what happens. Again, we have SoFi's earnings on January 27th. We got a lot of earnings next week. Let me see. Who all we got earning? Let me tell y'all that before we close out. Who is all doing earnings next week. So on Monday, SoFi will be doing their Q4 earnings, I believe, before the opening bell. They'll be doing theirs before the opening bell, so we'll have those numbers. So we'll definitely be going over that on Monday. We'll definitely be going over SoFi's numbers on Monday. January 29th, you have ASML doing their Q4 earnings and investor call. The investor call will be in the morning, and the Q4 earnings report will be also before. Yep. So ASML, everything's going to be out before opening bell on ASML. Meta Platforms, their Q4 earnings will be shortly after closing bell. Tesla, shortly after closing bell, 4:30 p.m. Microsoft, their Q2 earnings shortly after closing bell. And then we have Apple on January 30th, their Q1 after closing bell. And that's what we got. That's what we got. So be looking out for those companies. I'll definitely be back with some more on SoFi on Monday. I'm hoping for some big things. I'm hoping SoFi can have another big week next week. And hopefully we can see this account cross that $4,000 threshold. That's the goal. That's what we're looking for. Road to 10K, then on the 20, then on the 30, 40, 50. We're going to keep doing this thing. But I thank y'all for rocking with me. I thank y'all for being here. This is what we're doing. Man. I'll see y'all on the next one.